We're live. Let's see here. Flip it around. Look who it is. Uncle Buckwheat. We'll wait till we get some people on here to explain what exactly it is that we are doing.
Are you going to start from ground zero?
What do you mean start from ground zero?
Ground zero.
What's that?
When you decide to drive to fucking Indiana to get this son of a bitch.
Sir, you're not allowed to cuss like that on YouTube Live.
No.
So here's the situation. If you want to drive antique vehicles every day, you want to rely on antique vehicles such as I do. I like old stuff. I don't like cam sensors and crank sensors and all that bullshit. I don't like electronic fuel injection. I want to hit a key and have a starter engage the flywheel and maybe one wire that operates the ignition system and the engine fires up. That's what I like. But unfortunately, if you want to live this way, sometimes you got to come visit the junkyard.
The gold mine.
The gold mine? You're in seventh heaven.
Oh, yeah. I could spend the rest of my life up here and not see another person and be just happy.
Oh, yeah? We can arrange that.
There's a friend. There's more
friends. Yeah. Buckwheat.
Friends everywhere.
Oh, my God. So, we are in Jeremy's country. We are at Astro'S Auto Parts, north of Granville, halfway in between my house and House of Pearls. And it just so happens that I bought a 72 dump truck the other day, a really nice vehicle, honestly. And I hired my brother to do a brake job on it. And it has landed us here on top of this mountainside of an old World War II ammunitions depot.
All you got to do is put brakes in it. Isn't that what you said? All you got to do. It's a cream puff. All you have to do.
So, unfortunately, in 1972, Chevrolet came out, well, I wouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, in 1972, Chevrolet came out with disc brakes on one-ton trucks. It was a glorious day. It was wonderful. But the brake rotors are 1 year only because in 73, they changed body styles. They changed a lot. And so the 1972 one-tons are a 1 year only rotor and spindle. And the rotors are no longer available. Anywhere. So in order to save my 72 Chevy dump truck, we have to put 1973 front spindles and rotors on it.
Well, technically, this cross member here,
yeah,
where it bolts the frame here,
yeah,
these control arms,
right.
Everything
is the same.
Is the same from
67.
No, clear into your body style.
Oh, really? Okay, so anyway, we have located a fine rust-free chassis specimen from an earlier Chevy truck, 1-ton, dual wheel, that we are collecting spindles. We need the spindles.
This was actually a California truck. Someone robbed the body off and scrapped the chassis.
Okay, so it was a factory 1-ton truck, probably had cab lights and everything on it, rust-free from California, and somebody stripped the body off, but Scott brought it up here on top of the hill, and I mean on top of the hill. You don't get much higher elevation than where we are right now. You'll see that in my next video. The hill climb was not fun.
This is only 1/4 of the yard.
I know, I got drone footage of it. You guys will be able to see all this shit in my next video.
Get over there too.
What?
Farther than you can see this direction.
I know, you're in heaven. So me and Buckwheat are up here. We've already got one spindle and rotor off, and now we got to do the other one. And Buckwheat's got his little red radio flyer wagon here full of his tools.
There's a whole bunch of this wee stuff going on here.
I helped you drag that piece of shit up here after we were offered a ride in the shop truck. Scott offered us a ride up here.
You're not getting off Cadillac free, sorry.
He offered us a ride,
Yep.
and you turned it down and made us walk all the way up here.
Yep.
Why?
So you have a good understanding of what I go through to get you some of your shit sometimes.
You didn't have to. He offered to take us up here in the truck. Literally said, are you sure you want to drag that wagon all the way to the top of the hill?
Yeah,
And I said, no, not if we don't have to. And Jeremy's like, oh, no.
the only reason Scott's offering us a ride is because I've been coming up here for about 20 years. Otherwise, you'd be like the rest of the minions and walk.
Well, he offered and you turned it down. So if I have a heart attack or break a hip today, it's all on you.
I'm gonna fucking sit here.
You're a dick. So we're up here harvesting 1-ton spindles today. We're harvesting spindles off this California chassis for my dump truck.
Because all you gotta do is a brake job and it's ready.
So hopefully my dump truck can be back on the road soon and hauling away junk and scrap. Okay. No, listen, you guys, you don't even know. When you try to pull this wagon up the hill, it goes vertical before it moves. That's how steep the hills are here. This is the flat area, if you want to call it that. I'm just saying he offered us a ride up here. I don't know why in the hell you would turn that down. Jackalope.
So you appreciate the work it takes.
I would appreciate if you do things the smart way. Like, oh yeah, let's just haul the freaking wagon up here in the shop truck so we don't have to drag it up here.
If it was just me, I would have done it the easy way.
You're such an asshole. Okay. So we've harvested one rotor and spindle so far, and we are now on to the second one. Yeah, he's been up here recently robbing spindles for Tommy, so he's got some practice. But these are a little bit bigger and heavier spindles.
Well, it's about even because Tommy's is that way where there's no path.
Oh.
We had a path.
And we had a ride until you decided to turn it down.
Yeah.
You'll see all this in my next video. We're at Astro's up north of Granville. It's halfway between my house and House of Pearls. It's Jeremy's favorite place.
Tell him don't worry about where it's at.
It's Jeremy's honey hole. You guys need an LT1? Anybody need an LT1? I don't, but I'm sure like somebody does. There's an LT1 and another one and another one and another one and another one. Whole bunch of LT1s up there. Whole bunch of LT1 Caprices. Whole bunch. What's up, guys? We're up here harvesting spindles to try and save my 72 Chevy dump truck. What I was saying earlier is if you want to just get in something and pump the gas pedal and have a carburetor and a starter and an ignition system, and that's all you need, unfortunately, sometimes if you want to rely on that stuff daily, you have to do unspeakable things like climb this freaking mountain that we're on and come up here and harvest newer spindles because 1972 was a 1-year only rotor and they're no longer available. So we got to put 73 through 87 front spindles on my 72 so I can do a brake job, or so Bucko can finish my brake job.
Gotta have parts to finish stuff.
Yeah, no, it's too cold for snakes yet. Too cold for snakes. When are you going to build your chicken coop?
Work on it
Oh, he's full of shit. He's full of shit.
Explain to them what you did.
What do you mean what I did?
You bought this turd out of Indiana, drove all the way to Indiana to bring this hunk of...
The turd that you want? This is what he does. He tells me that everything I own is a pile of shit. And then when I decide I'm done with it, oh, well, if you don't want that pile of shit anymore, let me take it off your hands for nothing. He's got this scheme. Yeah. He charges me $1 million to fix shit. And then when it finally breaks down to the point where I can't get it fixed or he refuses to fix it, then he swoops in, takes it and fixes it and keeps it for himself. That's the scheme. I call it the Bucko scheme. Hey, your tools are falling off the top. Your workbench is moving around there. Yeah, the 327's ready for the coop, but Jeremy hasn't gotten rid of the baling wire and chicken fence out of the top of it to make it stable enough to put some horsepower to it.
It's coming. I just about got my channel straightened out.
You want to talk about that? Let's talk about how you screwed up your freaking YouTube channel.
I didn't screw up anything.
Jeremy got drunk one night and decided to start a YouTube channel like 6 years ago.
I was doing taxes, a home loan, and started a YouTube channel all in the same night.
Drunk.
No, not drunk.
Definitely drunk.
Could have been drunk.
Jeremy, oh my God. Billy has spent 2 months trying to how should I say this? How to unbucko his online presence.
Don't worry.
So, the situation with my brother's YouTube channel is that one night he may have been drinking. He was working on his taxes and 2 or 3 other things. Who knows what the hell he was doing. But he was on the computer and decided to start a YouTube channel and signed up an AdSense account under, what was the email address? dipshit@yahoo.com?
No.
But whatever it was, he spelled it wrong and nobody can figure out how he misspelled the email address or the password. So he's been diligently working to get his AdSense account fixed for the last 3 or 4 months.
No, last year and a half.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to be nice. It's taken him 1.5 years. And is it now unscrewed?
It's in the process.
You're in the process. Okay, so we're still getting ready to get ready. So, word to the wise, if you decide you want to start a YouTube channel and try to make money off of it, I would not do that while you're drunk.
That is nothing of what happened. Was not drunk. I was doing taxes, home loan, and decided to start a YouTube.
Drunk.
The thing that happened was I didn't know your address was to the farm, and you can only have 1 AdSense per address. So I put mine at the farm, not knowing that you put yours.
Oh, you found a way to make it my fault.
Those are facts. So when that was the first round of what the fuck's going on, and then I figured that out, so I moved my address to my actual house, and then that made that okay. But then it started a downfall from there.
The downfall was the second you clicked enter.
No.
Anyway, Buckwheat is continuing to attempt to get his YouTube channel unscrewed. He does have a YouTube channel, but he can't make any money off of it because, well, Bucko, don't ever start a YouTube channel, sign up for AdSense while you're doing your taxes and your home loan drunk. Don't do
That
that.
has nothing to do with being drunk.
He's
It might
definitely
have
drunk.
something to do as I'm computer illiterate, which you are as well.
It's not just
Wait a minute.
computer illiterate. You're just fucking illiterate.
No, who set up your AdSense? Because I know goddamn well you didn't.
I did.
No, I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
I absolutely
You
did.
can't even run a laptop.
I have a YouTube
I'm
channel.
not talking about tuning shit on a car. I'm talking about running a laptop.
Sir, I have 2 laptops.
And I doubt you know how to use either one.
I absolutely do.
I think you have two boys that are really good at it.
Well, maybe.
Just because you're sitting by it while they're doing it doesn't mean you're doing it.
So you're telling me they do everything for me. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I just said. I know you are computer illiterate.
This is what he does.
Bigger than shit.
He deflects when he's screwed something up, something terrible. It's always somebody else's fault. And he deflects to everyone else's downfalls. Like, he thinks I can't run a laptop, which I absolutely can. I absolutely can. I can actually type 90 words a minute. There's a little sneak peek for somebody. What are you laughing at? Bro, I'll take you back to shop and I'll show you.
Have time. As you can see, I'm a little busy.
They're asking, are you done yet? They've been on here for 35 minutes and you still don't have the spindle off.
Videos, because that's your favorite term.
What?
You done yet?
So Buckwheat is going to continue to attempt to make YouTube videos. So far, he's not been too successful, but he is making an attempt. However, he finds it difficult to, oh my God. He finds it difficult to make time to make YouTube videos when he can't make any money off of it because he signed up for his AdSense when he was drunk.
I was not drunk.
See, you did a little better job on this one. You left a wheel and tire on it first. Oh my God, he cut that rubber. I could have used that. That's a good rubber brake line. See, you told me the other day I shouldn't be spending money on brake hoses, and then you just cut a perfectly good one.
You better get on the horn with Chump.
Why?
Because we're going to have other calipers. More, bigger, heavier, duty calipers.
What are you talking about?
The calipers are different.
We're just going to put new calipers on for this model year, dingus.
I know. I've already got the 72 calipers at the shop.
Oh, so you already ordered the wrong calipers.
I've got everything to fix the 72 Chevy.
Except the rotors?
Except for the rotors, which now changes everything.
Well, that's why there are returns.
You asked Chump how he likes returns.
He doesn't mind taking my returns. He just doesn't like taking your returns because usually the boxes are completely fucked and the freaking black fingerprints all over everything make it completely unstockable.
Don't worry, this time he owes me.
He owes you?
Yeah, since you broke him.
I broke him?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He got into his 55 Chevy and threw his hip out, and I had to go up there Saturday and help him work at the parts store.
Oh my God.
Then I got sentenced to some foreigner.
So, if you haven't noticed in the videos, Chumpy, he waddles around a little bit. He's got a bad hip. He complains about it all the time. Something about his hip hurting, I don't know. But so evidently when we took the 55 out the other day and he was hot rodding it around for about, I don't know, 15 minutes at all of 35, 40 miles an hour was his top speed. He threw his hip out. And I don't know. He didn't say anything about it while he was with me. He claims the adrenaline rush from that 55 made it so that he didn't feel any pain. Well, then once he got back to work the next day, he had to call Buckwheat to come to the store to help him because he said his left leg wouldn't move.
6 o'clock in the morning.
At 6 in the morning?
Yeah.
You went down there to help him?
Yeah.
What's your hourly rate for him?
$1 million.
Yeah, same for me. My bill is whatever Buckwheat needs that week.
I'm fair. Everybody gets fucked.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're not supposed to cut.
Well, this guy says they make 72 C20 rotors. We need C30 rotors.
Yeah. I can buy the 20s. You can't buy the 30s. Not the one piece. Look how that rotor is designed right there. There's 100 thousandths difference between that rotor and the 72.
Why didn't we just turn the rotors down 100 thousandths?
Because then the caliper has to be lined up. This thing The 72 you have has
This
calipers.
sounds like excuses.
Your calipers on your C30 are like off a 3/4 ton. These, see how these are? Where they got a wedge and a block? Those are C30 calipers. When they first came out with them, they thought they could just modify the half-ton calipers, put them on there, and it'd be good, but they end up having problems. So after that, that's when they came up with these style spindles and calipers.
So that's his story. That's his story. He's gonna stick with it. So here we are. We're harvesting spindles today at Astro's Auto Parts. Me and Buckwheat. What's everybody else up to?
Probably working.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're working. There's almost 2,000 people watching you.
I thought you called this dicking around.
Buckologist. Someone just called you a buckologist. What are you doing? Are you using metric sockets on standard nuts?
No, I'm using fucking sockets for rusty nuts.
Pulling a Tanner, I see.
Easy.
Tanner didn't have any standard sockets. I didn't know that. But Tanner didn't have any standard sockets, so he takes metric sockets and drives them on standard nuts with a hammer. Now you are going to call Scott to come and get us, right? Because we don't have brakes on your freaking little red wagon over there. And it was a bitch to haul that thing clear up this hill.
Yeah. But now, when I go to Scott's, you'll understand what I have to go through to get you whatever.
I will also understand that you don't have that excuse, because Scott will haul your ass up the hill, but you refuse.
Not always. Sometimes Scott's busy.
Hey, that's a nice wheel. We should see if Scott will sell me that wheel too for a spare. Well, that's a nice wheel.
Yeah, it's matching. Well, no, that one's a light one. This one's a newer one.
Yeah, that's a nice wheel. Let's take that with us. We'll have that for a spare.
Yeah.
Well, I can always use a spare wheel and tire. Call Scott.
I want to get the VIN number here.
What do you need the VIN number for?
So I can order parts once.
You hear that? He's getting the VIN number so he can order the parts. Now you watch. When the parts come in wrong, he's going to say, Chumpy ordered the wrong parts. Little does everybody else know that Jeremy's freaking dyslexic and he can't remember his own damn phone number.
That doesn't count. I take pictures of every number and send it to him. He has
What difference does it make if you take a picture of it if you're dyslexic? You're dyslexic in a picture or in real life. It doesn't matter.
Because the picture isn't dyslexic. It's actual factual information given to him. There's no way to get it backwards or upside down or misdo the letters. It's a photo. And then they screw it up and they're like, you gave me the wrong number. How the fuck is that?
You're not supposed to cuss. You don't even know where that freaking VIN number is. This jackass.
I'm the jackass.
They're saying no cussing in the junkyard.
Oh, yeah? I don't see it.
You don't say.
Not for sure it is right here.
Yeah, I thought for sure you'd find it right away. I can't believe you're struggling.
You can be left up here, you know.
No, I've got my phone number. I've got my phone. I'll call Scott to come and get us.
I'll fucking make sure he takes off where you get in the truck.
Getting down the hill's easy as long as I'm not freaking dragging that wagon. Well, he's giving up. His dyslexic ass, he can't find that VIN number.
You got him, I
Huh? Well, call Scott to come and get us. I want to show you guys. This really is a honey hole, but I like to give buckwheat hell. Look at this. Old GMC, old Chevy ramp truck rollback deal. There's a lot of junk up here too. I mean, there's a lot of late model shit that easily squishable, as Scott would say. But there's a lot of old stuff up here too. And it goes for miles, it seems like. Is that place open to good people looking for parts? Yes, it is. I think he's open 3 hours a day. Old Volkswagen bus. I think he's open like, how many hours a day is Scott open?
2 to 5.
From 2 to 5, so he's open 3 hours a day.
Call first because he takes whenever he wants off.
Kind of like my brother, he works 3 hours a day.
No, that's just when he allows the public in. He works the entire day.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he just doesn't want to deal with people.
I understand that. If I had to deal with people like you, I'd only want to be open 3 hours a day too.
He likes me.
Does he? He's the only one.
All right.
You two have a lot in common.
We do.
He lives here, and you also live in a junkyard. Well, you did. Now you just make my dad live in a junkyard.
I make our dad live in a junkyard.
Look at all that junk that you drug home.
What junk is mine?
All of it.
The 50 John Deere 2-cylinders.
That's not junk. That's not junk.
Oh, that's not junk.
No, I'm talking about the 100 freaking S10 pickup trucks
There is
littered.
no 100 S10 pickup
Dude,
trucks.
there's enough S10 trucks down there like gravels. You can't walk up there without stepping on one.
And when you needed a part, did you have to come climb the hill?
I don't need any S10 parts. I don't even own an S10.
Well, that's good. You have to climb the hill now because they're all here.
The idea is to buy stuff that doesn't require a trip up the hill.
Really? So that's your genius plan behind this dump truck, to buy something that...
Hey, I didn't know that the rotors weren't available. Had I known that, I would have left it in Indiana.
How about we look at the picture on the internet and be like, look at this piece of shit with a bed and a plow on it.
The pictures were from 2 years ago.
Let's go buy something that's a state and a half away.
I got hornswoggled.
You got hornswoggled.
I was ready to walk away from it when Kenny started dumping gas in the damn thing. And then I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I got to film. I mean, this thing might actually start. So I start filming. And then lo and behold, the piece of shit starts and runs. I had to bring it home then.
Oh, you had to. There's a guy there with a gun to your head?
Well.
No.
You got everything?
Well,
Nope.
We're going to put this rear end away.
Well, we've gotten what we came for. 2 mini fresh junkyard special spindles, calipers, and rotors. Uh-oh, here he comes. I better jump off here. We'll see you guys when the video comes out.